Sucks I can't do your psoas, but I guess it'll make it a good blooper.
My what?
Your well, not your psoas. Well, I can't do your psoas or your iliacus, but it'll make a good blooper. But that's why I call my business That Good Pain. And there are people who see this and they specifically come in for me to work on them. But it's rarely bodybuilders. I get a lot of fighters.
Yeah, people who really are in that type of industry though.
Yeah, like
it's actually beneficial.
People who do like Taekwondo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I get a lot of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and oh god, what's that? That one they use in MMA a lot. Muay Thai.
Mm. Mm. Oh.
Relax. Yeah, so that's why that's so tender there. Gonna take your arm and go all the way back and forward. And just keep going back and forward.
You want me to do it?
Yeah. And you can go back and forward, yeah, and then forward. Yeah. Let's see if we can increase that range of motion. And try to keep your arm like this over and over again. Your arm's gonna kind of want to go out to. Yeah. That's that restriction we're looking at right there. Yeah, you got that restriction right there. That's good. Right there. Yep. That is it. Let's see. Yeah, see how much easier that is?
Yeah.
I don't torture people for no reason. I'm not a masochist. I'm not a sadist. You have really good range of motion. You arch your back a little bit, but not too much. And that's because of this muscle deep in here. It's okay if it's painful. This is the one that makes people cry. Almost in there. There we go. It's not that subscapularis.
Oh. I'm not dramatic.
Oh, you're not the worst. Don't worry. I don't want them to be like, you're the one who spilled the beans. Okay, that's good. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm a right-handed.
Okay, that's good. You have very little fibrosis.
Ay, cabrón.
That's the fibrosis. A lot of people have it just all up here. It's very common to have it like right here. So if you ever hear, so I don't like to say scar tissue because people think, oh, it's scar tissue like you had a surgery.
Yeah, no, I know what scar tissue is.
But yeah, this is the same. This is more scar tissue if you had like, if someone says you have like scarring in your lungs. And so when I scrape it, it encourages your body to reabsorb it.
Yeah, flush it out.
Help increase your range of motion. You have very little, like I said, you just have that stuff like right
I
there.
stopped stretching a long time ago, but I used to do Olympic gymnast.
Yeah, see, that's very good. You have almost no scar tissue, so you would not benefit. There's always gonna be like a little bit like right there. Well, not always, but like here, here, and here especially are where a lot of people have scar tissue. Let's see, and relax. That's very good. Yeah, if I bench your leg, when I have your arm like this, if it was like this, you would have a lot of tension right through here. You're very good. See, your back arch just a tiny bit when I did that. So when your back arches, that means your subscapularis is like a little bit tight. And so, like, let's say you were doing like a military press. When you see people doing like a military press and their back is all arched, a lot of times this muscle is too tight. It is not allowing. Yeah, well, it's not pulling, but to get your arm all the way up, you have to arch your back instead of like this muscle stretching.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's a little bit lower here in the serratus anterior. And even the lats can play a part in it. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to go like this, and yeah. And that's actually a stretch for that. Yeah. You just go all the way back with this. You don't have to go too far forward with this one. Just back and then up and then back here. Because this is for the subscapularis. Well, this is why on one of my latest posts on TikTok, I said, please show your family my TikTok or Instagram or friends before you send them to them. So they know.
Yeah.
I would love to learn that foot massage they do in China that's like insanely painful, but people say after it's done, you feel like you have like new feet.
Huh. I don't think I've heard of it.
Yeah, one of my clients, she's Chinese, and when she goes back home, her family will take her to this guy who does it, and they laugh at her because she's in there just screaming. But she's like, then you get up and you feel like your feet are just brand new.
Really?
Because that's what I don't like. I don't really mind if I hurt someone. I remember I got a massage from one of my coworkers when I worked at Massage Heights, and it was excruciating. It was one of the most painful experiences I've ever had in my entire life. She didn't speak English well because she was from China. And so, like, she was working on my knee. I didn't even tell her to work on my knee. And she couldn't say what she was doing. So she's like, "Oh, you have dirty energy." Like, you don't know anything about my energy. And like, I was literally just sitting there thinking, like, why is she doing this to me? It hurts so much. Why is she doing this? Why is she doing this? And then I got off the table, and like, this was before Megan knees, but I had Megan knees. You know that feeling when you were 10 and you could just jump off of anything? That's how I felt. But when I say that massage from her was excruciating, I understood why her clients would leave her session and go to the front and either say, "That's the best massage ever," or "Never book me with her again." She would just beat the crap out of me. And that's what I want to do for people. I want people to feel like when they leave here, they have a new body. So what's going on here? Keep your head this way so I don't hit you with it.